If you're doing a trailer build, stop everything you're doing and watch this. Guys, welcome to the final installment of our trailer build series. I am super excited because we're finally going to get to hook everything up and turn this rig on so you guys get to see exactly how it works. And then also, guys, I mean, this was over 20 hours of work to create this for you guys. So we're finally going to get to see that that sort of payoff for it, right? But also, I wanted to mention this. If you guys are watching this episode, which obviously you are, you can also, right after this, already watch the next one as well as we take this this rig out into the field and use it, because I'm going to publish both of them at the same time for you guys, okay? So you can go right after this video, you can go ahead and click on the next one. But you guys got to remember, that episode where we take this rig out into the field and use it is going to be for members only. So if you have not done so already, make sure you join the channel so you're able to watch all of this exclusive content. So that being said, guys, let's go ahead and flip the camera around and get started. Okay, guys, there you have it. Before we start, I want to show you guys a couple of changes. They're minor changes that I made off camera. Of course, all the hard and complicated stuff we're going to do together. But I wanted to show you this real quick. So I ended up already installing our gas tank here for our machine. And the way you do it, you see it right there in the middle of your screen, guys. That's one of those D-rings. So I put a D-ring on the right, a D-ring here on the left where my hand is, and then just a bungee cord. And then so that's not, so the can doesn't move from left to right, but then so it doesn't move forward at all. You see I put another one of those D-rings, just like I did for our tank, the little D-ring. And then I used one of these guys right here. You can get this at Lowe's. It's a 15 count. It's an 18-inch zip tie. So that's what I have right there, guys. You see that where my finger is right there? That's one of those zip ties. So that way that gas can is not going to go anywhere. Okay, so it's not going to go forward. It's not going to go sideways on me. Of course, it's not connected yet to the machine. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to do that with you guys. And then the battery box right here, you see it's not bolted or anything. And we're going to do that together as well. Now, the other thing that I did is I have my whip line right here, and I put this on my vise right here on the trailer, and I put a male quick connect on this end. You see that? Because you see here my machine right down there is a female. Okay, so we're gonna connect this together, don't worry, when we switch over to our GoPro. So then what I did is, so the whip line is completely out of sight, out of mind, so to speak. I put it in the inside part here of the straps that's holding down our tank, and it goes underneath the base there that we created for our hose reels. You can't even see it because it blends with the black, but you guys see it here on the screen right here. And then let me show you over here on this side here. So the whip line was a foot longer than what I needed, so I just put I basically coiled it a little bit. You can see there, and I put two little zip ties, and then I just stuck it there underneath the base for our reels, right? And then I put another one of these 18-inch zip ties right there. But you see here the other end, the end we're actually going to connect to the hose. And then once we connect that to the hose reel itself, then we're going to be we're ready to connect to the machine. So what we're going to do first is, let me switch over here, guys. Oh, also, that's right, I forgot to show you guys this too. I'm sure you guys were already wondering, but the milk crate that was in the back, I ended up bolting it down here, and then so I could fit a can right there. Okay, and that is really you know, really helpful because it's right next to your can, but also it's really kind of out of sight. So I really like that. And again, that's I put a screw And again, if you guys want to see how I did that, you just watch how I did this one right here. I did that one the same. And then I have one more milk crate that we'll do at the very, very end. I just don't want to do this one now because, you know, I might need to get in here and I want to make sure I have all the space. But anyway, there you have it, guys. What I'm going to do now is we're going to start setting up our hose reel here to the left, which is our pressure one. And then we're going to do the one on the right. We're going to hook up the machine to the buffer tank. And then go from there. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to fire this up. So let me go ahead and switch over to the GoPro, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, guys, there you have it. I angled the camera down a little bit because for this part here, it's a lot more intricate, and I want you guys to see exactly what it is that I'm doing with my hands. And I got all the tools laid out here that I need. You know, of course, you guys seen this all throughout the build, the heat gun and the trusty drill and all the different parts that I need, including the tubing. I don't know if you guys had seen this or I'd shown this already. This is our tubing for our bypass line, 5/8 hose, 5/8 tubing. And we got the clamps for that. We got these little guys here. I don't think I've shown you. This is how we're gonna organize our lines and our tubing, so it's not, you know, so it's nice and organized on the trailer itself. So, but yeah, we got everything here, including the zip ties. I want everything nice and tucked away and organized. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the hose reels first and kind of go from there. So let's go on to the other side here and hook up our pressure hose reel first. So again, what I'm doing here, get this out of my way here, guys, a little bit. This little thing worked nice as a little bench. So what I'm doing here is I'm hooking up. You guys remember this end part here is actually adjustable. So I'm hooking up my whip line, my pressure whip line. I go as far as I can, like everything else, with my hand. That's as far as I've gotten with my hand. I just adjusted it a little bit with my hand. Now I'm going to use this one right here, adjustable wrench. And then little by little, just like that. You see how I'm doing that, guys? Just little by little. I wonder if there's a lot of left-handed people that watch my channel. I'm going to try to do this with my left hand. Let me know in the comment section if you're left-handed. I have such a hard time doing anything with my left hand, guys. Real hard time. There you go. And of course, hopefully you guys can see okay, you know, with the different angle here. Okay, guys, that's as far as that will go. So you saw how I just put that. Of course, you had seen already how I plumbed my reel. So now that that's done, let's go over here and I am going to connect this. Show you guys again. All I did with this whip line, and this whip line is 8 feet long. All I did is I added a quick connect, the male quick connect to it. And now I am going to just simply put that in there, okay? You guys see that? So that's already in there. So the whip line is done. The pressure reel is 100% ready to go. So now we're gonna move on to our next thing here, which is I want to put in the whip line for my my Flexzilla reel, my hose reel. Okay, so let's get on top here. We're gonna do this together, guys, little by little. It's a tight fit, but we're gonna get through it. All right, so you guys remember this from the first couple of episodes, right? So what I'm gonna do here is, of course, I don't need to cut this into the very end. This is gonna go right here, right there. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm simply gonna connect it to my hose reel. All right, where is my, let me see here, this one. This one's perfect right here. So I got a hose clamp already on it, and then we're gonna heat this guy up and put it in there. Where's my heat gun? Man, this heat gun here, guys, man, it's logged in some hours. Oh man, and I actually got a brand new one in a box. And by the way, I use this heat gun so often. I also have a one with the cord as well, just in case I need it. But yeah, you gotta have the right tools, guys. You want to succeed in this business, you got to make sure you have the right tools. So again, I want to do, just like I showed you guys before, I want to do 1 inch all around. Man, it's not even close. So it takes about a good 30 seconds or so. I do 10 seconds here on the inside. Man, and I'm super excited for the next series, guys. I know it's something I talked about, but you know, that's going to be something that I think you guys are going to enjoy a lot, because a lot of you guys have trucks instead of you know, trailers. You know, they both have their benefits, and I have a lot of guys that, ooh, it's almost there. I have a lot of guys that email me and they, you know, asking my advice, you know, should they do a truck or a trailer? And it depends on your situation. You know, if you, for example, if you can use your truck and you can do a build on your truck, and you have another vehicle, because obviously all of you guys have jobs. So if you have another vehicle that you can use to go to your regular job and, you know, go drive around town and stuff, then yeah, by all means, go ahead and do a truck build, right? But let me put this in here, guys. Ooh. You see how that went in there real nice and snug. Let me go get my where's my screwdriver and this little guy. You know, my point is, you know, if you have the means and you're able to, let me go ahead and tighten this guy. Right there. Oh, it's nice and hard still. I mean, not hard, but hot. I can feel it on my finger. You know, if you have the means to be able to do a truck build as opposed to a trailer build, I would do it. You know, but you're going to need an extra vehicle, because you can't be driving around your truck with all your equipment on it, you know, to go to your mom's house and your girlfriend's house and crap like that, you know. All right, guys, so you guys saw exactly how I did that, right? So you see how, I mean, this thing is like super tight on there. So that's ready to go. Now let's move this out of the way here, okay, for now. And then what I want to do is I just want to sort of measure this out to see how much line I need, okay, because I certainly don't need all this line. Oh, I can cut easily, like right there, and I'll still have a lot left over. Save for the next build, actually for the truck build. And that truck build, you know, we're gonna put a ladder rack on it, and oh, that's pretty good right there. So what I was saying is, you know, they both have their pros and cons, both of them. All right, guys, so this is what this is for right here. So you guys hopefully can see that real good, my hand. All right, you see that right there? So I just sneak this guy in here, and then I can do this at this part here towards the end, but that's, I'm going to screw that to that piece of wood right there, and I'm actually going to put two. It's adjustable, so I can put it on afterwards as well, but I'm just doing it now just so I can see where I'm at. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. So right there, we're gonna need one of these guys, not two. So, you know, that's gonna depend on you, obviously, right? on your situation. You know, I tell people this all the time. You know, if you can afford to have the truck build, I recommend the truck build. But if you're just starting out and you need to use your truck, you know, to go to work and stuff, well, then do a trailer build like this one. Again, guys, this trailer build is going to run you right around 5,000 bucks, right? But it's, how much is it going to make you? Right? You got to think about that. You know, you're out there, you're going to do some marketing, right? And you're going to be able to make, you know, let's say you get, I was using this example before, you know, you get 10 houses a week with an average, let's say, you know, $300 to $350 average. Oh, almost there, guys. So you're at, you know, 3,000 to 3,500 bucks a week, right? So let's say you get 5 jobs a week. That's 1,500 a week. I'm sure that's more than what you're making right now, right? That's your job. Oh, it's still pretty hard. So that's what I recommend you do. Either way, I mean, if you build you're going to have the truck build blueprint as well. If you build your truck, I already have about 4 or 5 of my coaching clients that did the same exact build, and you know, you're going to make money with it. That's just the bottom line, because you know, these things, they're money-making machines, right? Hopefully you guys can see that really well. Oh, I slid right in there. Like butter, guys. Like butter. All right, let's go ahead and tighten this one up as well. Now, you guys that do have trucks, you can still do a trailer build, you know. And the other thing I'm going to say about a trailer build is sometimes you guys are in a situation where, you know, you can't have a trailer where you live, right? So, oh, that's super tight, guys. Super, super, super tight. So if you can't have a trailer where you are, then this is perfect. You do a truck build. All right. Excuse me, guys. Hopefully you guys can see okay here, but I got to get down on my knee here to get this guy in here. Right there. I'm gonna be right there, out of the way. Just enough out of the way, and then we'll put, I like it because it's nice and tucked away in this corner right here. I don't know if you can see real good here where my hand is, but it's nice and tucked away, so it's we're not having to step on it or anything like that. But I will say this, guys, you know, if you can, the systems are pretty different, right? But if you can, start with a truck build and kind of go from there. This one zip tie here is too small. Doesn't matter, we'll just use one of the bigger ones. I only need 2 of them. I didn't build my first rig, my first trailer rig until, I want to say it was year 5 or 6. And my first, during that whole time, I had a truck. So that's a good example there for you guys. There you go. I'm just putting the zip tie just to make sure that, you know, this thing's not sliding all over the place. It's staying put. Move this, cut this out of my way. And yeah, one of the things that there's a lot of things that I like about the trailer build. I feel like it's a little bit more spacious. I love having the toolbox. Of course, you know, when you do a truck build, you can't have the toolbox. That's one example of something. you know. Oh, all right, guys, let me show you this real quick. Oh, I just want to show you from this this other side here, because we're actually going to put a zip tie here. I always zip tie this one section here because I don't want the swivel to be moving too much on me. So what I do is I just go through my hose reel like that, and I put another one here. You don't have to do this part. I just like to, again, just because I don't want anything to have to, you know, rub up against this line and move it. Okay, so I want it as close to my reel there as possible. I'll just cut this with the scissors. There you go. That's in the books. So you guys saw how we connected our whip line. You see that right there, guys? I mean, that thing, I mean, you can see the bulges right here. That thing ain't going nowhere. Got an ambulance going by. You know, my shop is in a commercial area, and you guys can't see through the woods here, but about 500 yards past the woods over there is a big fire station. So we get a lot of calls. So the whip line is in there, connected to our Hudson float valve. Okay, let's move on, guys, right here, because we already connected our both of our whip lines, so both of the reels are already done. Next, we're going to connect our what's this thing called here? The water line. Okay, so where is our little pipe cutter? This thing too, guys, I mean, man, I would say probably this pipe cutter's put in more hours than the drills, for sure. For sure. So there we have it. Get this out. Measure this out a little bit. So it's gonna be about right there. Make a cut right there. Extra pipe, extra line there. Put this guy in here. But it's ready to go. Little hose clamp. But you know, it's one of the things, you know, guys, nobody tells you, right? You know, I'm sure there's a lot of things in this series that you learn for the first time, right? But it's one of those things no one tells you, that, you know, the importance of a heat gun or certain tools, and you know, these type of systems, right? These rig systems, you can't just go to Home Depot and get a part, and like, you got to have commercial grade stuff, and you know, so you got to plan everything out. You know, it's like, guys, right now I talk to a lot of guys, they're putting equipment lists together because you know, some of your equipment's coming from Kentucky, from Texas, from the Midwest. Oh, almost there, guys. From out east, west, all over the US, right? So, you know, you guys need to work on this stuff little by little. I think that's ready to go. Oh, that's perfect right there. Let me see right here. Where's the jigma bob? You know what I mean, guys? So, you know, you're not gonna just walk into Home Depot and find some of these parts. Get this wire out of here. And that's why, you know, here in my shop, you know, even my backup equipment has backup equipment. I have backups to the backups because of what I just said. Wow, that's really tight. Drop my tool. Okay, so there you have it. We connected our water. Got our tools out of our way here. The only thing left now is the bypass line, and then we can pull our water hose and get some water in this guy and get rocking and rolling here. Let me see this 5/8 braided here for you guys. So I already got my hose clamp right there. Oh, all right, there you go. But yeah, you know, guys, you know, I said this in a previous video to you guys. If you can build your system, your rig system, you know, similar to what I'm doing right here, you know, this is a system that will get you through your first 3 years, right? So think about, oh, it's already getting there. So think about, you know, how much money you're going to make. You can make $300,000 or $200,000+ in those 3 years with a system like this. And then you upgrade. You know, buy yourself a 14-foot. This, like I said, this is 8x6, right? Buy yourself a 14-foot tandem axle. Put a 400-gallon buffer, 450-gallon buffer tank on there. Oh, that's ready to go, guys. Oh, right in there. Like I said, hopefully you guys can see okay. But it's a little bit harder to judge with the GoPro when you're doing this stuff. And then when you get to the editing part, you're like, ah, that's not the right angle. Okay. There you go, guys. That's in there. So we're gonna have this one go. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Right there, right where my finger is, we'll cut right there. And then we'll probably have to cut a little bit more, but right there. Put that on the other side like that. Right about right here. Oh, that's perfect right there, guys. So we only need to cut about right there. Cut this little tiny point off. That's perfect. Perfect. Put that in there. Yeah, because you got to think, you know, a system like this you can do. Excuse me, guys, this thing's acting up on me. A system like this, you know, you're doing 3 houses a day easily. I'm saying easily, you know, you'd be able to do 4 or 5 houses a day if you got the experience. And then you could do light, you know, small commercial, you know, like your, you know, small shop, stuff like that. You're not going to be able to handle big commercial like this, because with commercial you need a lot of soft washing, and we don't have any soft washing here. Of course, you can soft wash it with your pump sprayer there. Oh, already almost there. But obviously for commercial you're going to need, you know, an AR45 or a 12-volt system with an accumulator pump and all of that. Oh, already there. So right there. Ooh, that's perfect, guys. Let me open this hose clamp a little bit. A little bit too tight. But yeah, so you can imagine, you know, you're going to make all this money with this rig, right? So, ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's perfect, guys. That's not going anywhere. And then let's do the, what was it, of our, what's it called, zip ties. Guys, make sure you pick up 2-3 bags of these zip ties, because they are, where the heck did they go? These zip ties, man, they are no joke. They are very strong. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not. These zip ties, guys, they must have fallen. Oh, they're hidden behind a vise right here. You guys did that. You guys did that while I wasn't looking. These are the same zip ties that I use to tie up my reclamation bags, by the way. You know, when we're doing roof cleaning. So, all right, so we'll do this one right here. Actually, let's do this one all the way up here. The same level as the other one. There you go. That's perfect right there. There you go. Ooh, right here. There you go. So, out of the way. So that way you're not tripping up on it or anything. If you got to get up on top of your trailer, change out a part or something. And there you go. We got the water. You see this, our filter down here. We got the water. Everything's connected. You know what? Before I forget, let me turn off our dump valve when we start filling up the tank. Put these tools away. So anyway, to finish my thought, guys, you know, you're going to be able to make, you know, anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 as a new guy, you know, with a system that is like this, right? $3,000 to $5,000 a week. Of course, for that, you're going to need customers. That's why I recommend you guys, you know, make sure you watch my marketing series, episodes 51 through 59. That's going to teach you how to get all kinds of customers, how to optimize your Google My Business, how to do sales and all of that stuff. But anyway, once you guys study that, you're getting customers, you're out there, you're doing quality work, people see you, they see your sign. You're going to have that A-frame sign at the, you know, that you're going to be able to put in the front of your vehicle. You're doing your 6x9s, and then also you're going to networking events and you have a good referral program. Yeah, you're going to be making $3,000 to $5,000 a week, right? So and then after that, you just need the time, the experience in the field to, you know, to be able to mature and become a true master. Okay. So but there you have it, guys. I mean, now the only thing left really is to hook up this guy, get some water in there, fire her up. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull my 𝐒𝐈𝐿𝐍 and I'm going to start getting some water in our buffer tank. And meanwhile, I'm going to also put our this right here, guys. Let me show you something real quick. I can do this, show you guys this part here on camera, because you might not know how I do it. So I have one of these drill bits that you guys seen before, the long one. That's how I use to drill our milk crates. And what I'm going to do here, guys, is just like this. Okay, right where the box is going to go, the battery box, you see that? I'm just going to take the same wood screw from before, the ones that are 1.5, you see that? And then I'm just going to drill right into the trailer like that, just like that. There you go. Boom. I usually try to do about 4, so pretty much like on every corner. Here, that's already my 3rd one right there. And we'll do one more in this corner right here. You see that, guys? That ain't going nowhere. But I was saying, you know, I'm going to pull my 𝐒𝐈𝐿𝐍, connect to the water. I want to get about maybe 50, 60 gallons. That's only going to take, you know, about 15, 20 minutes. And then bust out my wand, and then we'll do the final walk around and all that. But I'm going to show you guys how we fire this thing up, start it up, and get it rocking and rolling. And then also, a couple episodes ago, I talked to you guys about maintenance. You guys remember I was going to give you some maintenance tip. I'm going to show you this real quick. This is very important. So on your swivels, right? You see this part right here, the swivel? You have a little head right? That little pin. You want to grease that pin at least once a month. So get yourself a really good grease gun. And then that same pin is also on your surface cleaner. So you want to make sure that you grease those three things. The pin on each one of your swivels, and then on your surface cleaner at least once a month, okay? And then this filter, we talked about this already, but this filter right here where my hand is, you want to make sure that you clean that out at least once a week. So every week you just twist it like that, and then you just get all the leaves or anything that fell in your tank out of there, and then you just put it back. And then the other thing I was going to say is make sure you get yourself 2 tarps, okay? A tarp that's big enough to cover the whole trailer. So remember, this trailer is 6x8, so I would get like a 20-foot tarp. It's going to cost you like 40 bucks. And I would get 2 tarps. So I would get a smaller one to cover the machine. So I would cover the machine completely with 1 tarp, and then cover the entire trailer with another tarp. That is going to be the secret for you guys for, you know, longevity in terms of keeping your equipment safe. Because, you know, if you're storing it, let's say, you know, on the side of your house or out in the yard, like I have an open yard like mine. So what we do is we cover it up, because the problem is water. You know, you got, of course, this is a pressure washer, right? But you got a lot of electrical parts. You see that where my hand is right here, guys? You got all these electrical parts. You don't want those parts filling up with water, and then and it's happened to me before where we had to change electrical parts because they, you know, they got water damage. So because of the rain. But yeah, those are the main things that you guys want to focus on, making sure that you're not getting water inside your equipment or on your equipment, keeping it as dry as possible. And then the other thing I was going to say about that is this. What I would do if I was you guys, every day when you come back from the field, turn your system on and just spray with your fan tip, not the machine, but all the bleach off of your trailer, off of your hose reels and off of the wood. Anywhere that you see that it's like really white and full of bleach, I would go ahead and make sure that you rinse that down. That's going to help you a lot to conserve your equipment. But there you have it, guys. I am going to go ahead and pull my Flexilla. Give me about 15-20 minutes. Let's get some water in this guy. Then I'm going to pull the pressure line, fire this thing up, and we're gonna see exactly what kind of job we did here to put this rig together. In the meantime, guys, check this out. right, guys, we're ready to rock and roll. I actually had to go to the gas station because I didn't realize I didn't have a single can of full of gas here at the shop. But anyway, we already got 6 gallons of gas in our container, so we're 100% ready to go to fire this guy up. And you know what, guys, you know, over a 12-year career, I've built dozens and dozens and dozens of rigs, and I will be completely honest with you guys, every single time in this little moment here when I actually have to turn the key, I always get nervous. But this is what we worked hard for, and I hope that, you know, throughout this series, you guys got to see how it takes a lot of work to build a professional rig. Like, it's not something you're gonna do. I mean, you can do it in a weekend, but you're talking about putting in 8 to 12 hours each day. That's quite a lot. But, you know, if you do it over, you know, what I recommend people do, especially if this is your first rig and you're a part-timer and you're just getting into the business, what I would do is get the equipment a little over time, you know, over a period of a couple weeks, and then start put everything together little by little, because all in all, this took me over 25 hours to build this rig. But again, guys, this is the type of rig that's going to go out. You're going to be able to go out there and make anywhere between, you know, I would say this rig probably maxes out around $1,700 to maybe $2,000. I would say around $1,700, $1,800 a day worth of work. And then, because of course, you know, it doesn't have soft washing on it, but you know, you're still, I mean, if you're making, think about what, you know, where you are right now in your life. Imagine making $1,500 a day. Some of you guys listen to this, you don't even make that in a week. So anyway, enough said. I got my gun, everything's ready to go. Let's go ahead and fire this guy up. Cross fingers, guys. Just pulled out the choke. I don't know if you can hear me really well over the machine, but we're gonna let it heat up just a little bit. But I can already feel the tension in the line. I think it's good to go. The tank is halfway full. Let's see how this goes. Wow, that was pretty cool, guys. So yeah, I'm glad you guys got to see that and hung out with me for this series. I really appreciate you guys. I just checked it. There's not a leak anywhere. And then make sure you tune in to the very next episode, guys, because we're going to go out in the field and use this rig. And you guys are going to get to see the siphon tube and this rig actually in action out in the field. So I'm really excited about that. But you know, I really appreciate you guys, all the support that you give to the Mr. Bubbles channel. Again, guys, please make sure you share this on Facebook and other platforms. And then if I haven't mentioned this in this episode, guys, please make sure that you join my channel. You're gonna find the button on the left side here in the corner, and it's $5 a month, guys. Like, what are we even talking about? It's your tuition to trade school. So make sure you join the channel, because you're gonna have access to content that doesn't actually show up on the channel. It's members only content, like the very next episode where we're gonna take this guy out into the field and then you know, show you guys how that works. Now also, you know what, let me put this right here, guys. You're watching this right here. I'm just gonna show you this. This is what it actually looks like inside the tank. You can see here the bypass throwing out the water, and you can see you know, the filter, how it works. So just wanted to give you guys a little insight there on how that actually works. But anyway, like I said this a million times already, I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you join that button and you watch the next episode. Guys, I've mentioned this, I pretty much every single episode also I mentioned this a lot. Please email me if you need anything. You need the marketing blueprint for new guys. If you need the trailer build blueprint of how I actually built this trailer, I'll send that to you as well. Absolutely answer all of my emails, and I look forward to always, you know, interacting with you guys. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.